So Brent Brooks from High Rise Firefighting. We're just going to show you how we make entry into the fire unit, and we've got some string because we can't flow water right now, but we're going to show you what the stream would look like. When we come out to an apartment building, before we open the door, we put the door control strap on. So we have door control. We're going to have a quick peek and have a look. If it's a pot on the stove, we don't need any equipment. We're going to go deal with the pot on the stove. Or we open the door and it's a garbage can fire, we're actually going to hook up, not set our gate and gauge, take a nozzle to the fire and put a little bit of water on it and put it out. Or the worst case scenario, we do have our door control, we open it up, it's a good juicy fire, we close the door and we're going to set up. When we return, we're going to have water, we're going to have set our gate and gauge, but this powerful reach of stream, when we hit the top of the door, it's going to open it just a hair. This door, this fire rated door, is controlling the smoke, controlling the heat, and we're going to flow the full potential of this line at the ceiling. It's going to hit the ceiling in the smoothbore, it's going to turn to a giant pizza slice, it's going to track until it hits something, and then it's going to drop. When we use this reach of stream and we hit the door, it's going to open more, we can come down, we can wash the walls. This fire should be grossly knocked down, the largest square footage of this unit simply from here. Our next step is we're going to come in 5 feet, but I'm going to get you to stay there and we're just going to show you what it's going to look like. So our target is right here on the ceiling. It splits into this giant pizza slice. Come on in. And that stream is going to go right to this wall. It's going to hit it and it's going to drop. It's going to come right across here. Perfect. Go right to the end. It's going to hit this and drop. If those windows fail, this is a superseded room. If these windows fail and it becomes wind impacted with the flow path, we simply pull that door close. Now, this is a 1 1/8 tip. It has a 200-foot reach of stream. If this is 1200 degrees, my 100-foot stream goes to 50 feet. This is a big unit, but this is my 50 feet left over. So the 1 1/8 tip flowing 264 gallons per minute or 1,003 liters per minute, this is what's left over. A 7/8 tip on an 1 3/4 line, let's see where that stream would vaporize. And it's actually right here. So really the 7/8 tip, if this room was fully involved, wouldn't be adequate. That's why for high-rise operations, you really only have one good chance. We're taking it from just outside, we're taking it from within 5 feet, and then we're making the kill. If this was a bigger room, and we had a bedroom or a closet door here, when we come in 5 feet, we now have a target of the next bedroom. We can wash that wall, but the largest square footage is down. Now we're going to treat this door like we did that door. Our target's the ceiling. We're doing surface cooling. We're doing water mapping, and we get this fire done. Thank you. Okay, it's Brent Brooks from High Rise Firefighting, and I made a mistake. I said 200-foot reach of stream on the 1 1/8 tip, and I did correct it at 100-foot reach of stream. So the 1 1/8 tip, under proper operating pressure, we're getting 100-foot reach of stream, 264 gallons per minute, 1,003 liters per minute. I showed you the entry from inside. I showed you what the water mapping, I saw how it looked and tracked. But you got to remember, in high rise, we have a vertical response time on average of 6 minutes, a setup time of 6 minutes. It's going to take us 12 minutes to get water on the fire. If you have the opportunity, and it's venting, to hit it from the exterior, you're using the 1 1/8 tip in this case, 100-foot reach of stream, 264 gallons per minute, 1,003 liters per minute. It's the exact same as hitting it here as it is from hitting it interior. It's hitting the ceiling, it's turning into a giant pizza slice, it's tracking across until it hits something. Look at the UL studies on surface cooling. We're not going to get really aggressive with the nozzle. We're going to hold it on that ceiling. We're going to allow that water to work, track, and drop. And we just gave the occupants a fighting chance, because if not, if we don't do this, what is going to happen to that fire in the next 12 minutes? It will truly be unsurvivable for them. If it's wind impacted or crews go to open up the door, they're going to be in trouble. So hitting it from the exterior is such a great option if you have the opportunity to do it. And what we're doing this week is we're using tank water. So every 13 seconds, I'm filling a 55-gallon drum coming out of this. So when we did it for real, it took us 2 minutes to empty that tank. That's a lot of water that you can put inside that building and do that occupants some favor. Make the space livable, cool it, look at the UL studies on surface cooling. Thanks very much. Okay, so we're back in the building. Brent Brooks again from High Rise Firefighting, and we're talking about that exterior tack. We're talking high rise firefighting. We were using the 1 1/8 tip just to simulate, because that's what we're coming in the room with, is a 1 1/8 tip. 100-foot reach of stream. At 1200 degrees, that 100-foot reach of stream goes to 50 feet. Now we're hitting it from the exterior. There's no difference than the stream coming in the door, the stream coming from exterior. It's hitting the ceiling, turning into a giant pizza slice. It tracks across until it hits something, and then it drops. We're going to just flow that stream. Remember, every 13 seconds, a 55-gallon drum with the particular hose and nozzle package that we're using here. If it's superheated and we decide to use a 7/8 tip, it's actually going to hit right here. It's going to hit right here, and we don't have it. But we have extra, worst case scenario, the 50-foot reach of stream, we have lots of string left over. So we know with a volume of water for this size of unit with a 1 1/8 tip, we got it. Remember, our vertical response time is 6 minutes. Our setup time could be another 6 minutes. This here, we're getting water on the fire quicker. The drivers can do it. They're using tank water. The crews are still ascending. And you couldn't tell me which stream is which in this particular case. So look up the UL studies on surface cooling. Look up water mapping. Look at how effective we're going to be with a smoothbore nozzle, and we're going to make it happen. Oh, and stories. Under proper operating pressure, we can hit the 7th story with our 1 1/8 tip. If we add another 5 psi or 50 kPa where I'm from, we can actually get to the 8th story. Remember, you can use your deck gun, you can use an aerial. We have different appliances that we can use to get that reach of stream. Make sure it's a smoothbore. The only problem is remember your wind conditions. Wind cuts everything in half. So if you were getting 7th story today, add high winds to it, divide that by 2. Thanks very much.